Hey, Mama.
Hey, baby.
How you doing tonight?
Doing good. How about you?
Good. We're going to get right into it. Okay, guys. So Mama may be looking at, she's sort of busy. She's cutting up some squash and zucchini. All right. But we thought we'd go ahead and have this conversation even though we're getting ready for dinner. Yeah. Mama, I wanted to talk about growing up and some of the things that we should do to make sure we have plenty of food. And one of them is that we used to go blackberry picking.
Blackberry picking.
Right. Now,
right.
When did we do that?
Huh?
When did we do that?
We do it in the summer. We started picking them in June, July.
Okay, June and July. Right. Okay. And so when we went, tell us about the whole experience. Okay, where did you find the blackberry bushes?
We had to go in the woods to go, and then back of the house where the blackberry grow, and we watch them grow, and when they get ripe, then we go pick the blackberry.
Right. So they were out in the woods though, right?
They was out in the woods around the edge of your field too.
Okay. And then they would be up. A lot of times I remember, it may be because I was younger, that they would be like at least, tall to me.
Right. They grow, some of them grow tall.
They grow tall.
And we had to bend them over to get the berries off the top of them.
Mm-hmm. And make sure you wash your fingers because I know they're gonna tell me, they're gonna be talking about that. But right. Anyway, so that's true. Okay. Now, when we went in the summer, we went in the woods and we were picking blackberries, right?
Right.
Okay. What was the one thing we had to worry about?
Worry about the snakes. But we always carry a snake along with us. So if we see a snake that we could hit him,
Mm-hmm.
And everything. We went prepared.
You went prepared, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember, in all the years that I picked blackberries, I don't remember us seeing a snake.
Yeah. But
you do remember that, tell that story about the time that you guys did see a snake.
Well, we went to fish. Now, we had one lady go with us to pick berry, and she always looked for snakes.
Mm-hmm.
But we always go in the field, in the bushes. But we never did see no snake.
Mm-hmm.
But she went in there and she said, "A snake! And we asked what to run in there to see where the snake was, and so after we went down, some of the snakes we killed, and some of them we just run them away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, but and so moral of that story is that sometimes you sort of find what you're looking for. If you're looking for a snake, sometimes or you talking about them. We always say you talk them up.
Talk them up.
You talk them up and everything like that. And so, but we went and we did this in the summertime. We always carried a stick with us. And we weighed those bushes, and we would come back with gallons of blackberries.
Right.
Okay. And then once we got those blackberries, what do we do with them?
We bring them home. We wash them.
Mm-hmm.
We clean them and pick them up, and we can them in jars and put them in jars. Mm-hmm. And then we put them in the freezer and everything. And when we want a pie or something, we just reach in there and get them. And start them cooking and fix them pies, and they really was good.
Yeah, because I remember one of my friends when she was pregnant, she always was craving blackberry cobbler and stuff, and I remember you making a cobbler for her.
Right.
But the thing I remember most about blackberries is that they sustained us during the winter. You would get up and you would make homemade biscuits every morning. We've already told that story of how Daddy would get up, say 4:30, and make the fire, and then you would get up after that and you made biscuits from scratch.
Right.
Because we didn't even know about freezing biscuits, but oftentimes the breakfast that we had was blackberry. And so that juice would be so good. Those biscuits would be so hot, and we put butter on them, and then we would put some blueberries on our plate, and the juice of the blueberries is what was my favorite. Now, I'd let my sisters and stuff and my brothers have the berries. I love the juice off of it.
And now you're talking about the blueberry. Now, we used to call them huckleberries. And now they call them blueberry, but we used to call
blackberries.
them huckleberry.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And they go out there in the woods and things. We go and pick them, and we pick the big buckets full, peck bucket full, and we carry them out, them berries and things to Clemana, and we sell them out blackberries, and everything. Folk would buy them, and we just pick them and everything. We done some of everything to make a living for us, or saving for us, and we prepare in the summer for the winter.
For the winter, and that's something. When you first said that on our video that we posted about the quilt, and you guys can go back and watch that, and that's been so profound in my mind, is preparing in the summer for the winter.
Right.
We did that physically, with all of the things we grew, all of the things we harvested, all of the things we picked. But then that thing resonated with me too, is that even emotionally, spiritually, is that you have got to prepare when things are well, when things are going well with you, when things are prosperous, you're prospering, when things are good. That's the summertime, guys.
Summertime.
But the winter, you have to prepare for when wintertime comes, which means that even spiritually, you got to prepare. Even emotionally, you got to prepare. So it's so funny that theme keeps coming up, all the things that we did in the summertime.
Well, the reason we do it in the summertime, because in the wintertime ain't nothing growing.
Ain't nothing growing. It's dormant.
Frost and everything kill everything.
Right.
And you got to get it while the Lord bless it, you to make it.
That's right.
And everything. It was kind of hard because the grass will go up in the field what we be hoeing. It's blackberries come up in there.
Yeah, it does.
And everything. And so we had to pull that grass off Monday and all that. We canned peas and canned string beans and all of that good stuff.
In the summertime.
In the summertime.
But and the important thing is that whatever you do, is that always think ahead. Some people call it like that rainy day. Yeah. But for us, it was just a matter of survival.
Right.
And, we don't, and one thing too, I'm amazed at that we didn't have any fear back then. Now we don't go, we've gotten older or whatever, and fruits and vegetables are so much more readily available. But back then, we didn't think anything of it. And one of the things too, as a reward, I always remember that you would stop us back by the store. And I remember they had these, I think they were like Planko cookies or something, but they had like a pink icing on them. And I used to love to buy those and buy a soda or something, but it's an experience that we have, guys. And so that's what we wanted to talk to you guys tonight, was about our history of going to pick the blackberry. That's right. And so
on the blackberry and blueberries, what they call them now.
Well, they're two different things. They're two different things. That's right. They're two different things. Yeah. But we do pick blueberries too, because we have a friend who has a blueberry farm that we go out there and pick blueberries.
Right.
Yeah. So guys, that's it. Mama's just about finished. Well, we've got to get dinner started. And so she's working hard, but that's our moment for tonight. And we will be back tomorrow. And if you guys are available, please catch my live tonight at 8:30. We're going to talk about it. That's it for now. We love you guys.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.